Here are some pro tips and special features that come with your field shower kit. I recommend you have this kit in front of you and pause this video as you get familiar with your field shower kit for the first time. So pro tip number one, planning and wash time. This pump, when set to low, will turn this Nalgene bottle into a 2-minute shower. You can also connect it to your Camelback like this. This also has an inlet filter, and it turns your Camelback into a 6-minute shower, or your water can into a 40-minute shower. The power supply that comes with the kit is from Nestout. It's a 5,000 milliamp hour battery that has 60 showers, 5 minutes per shower. It is waterproof and impact resistant as long as it's sealed. So with this USB cover seal or the cover itself. Pro tip number two, sponges. The sponges arrive compressed and expand with water. We offer different colors to keep you and your camp organized. There's no difference between one color or another. The sponge has a diamond stitch pattern right here. What it does is it receives the anchor and holds the sponge at the tip of your hose line. If you don't fully insert it and feel it inside the sponge, then it will not stay attached to the hose line during your shower. So make sure that it's fully inserted when you're ready to start your shower. Make sure you store your sponge in a Mylar bag between uses. That way, if you accidentally drop it in dirt, it doesn't get caught with a whole bunch of dirt. To replace the sponge, do not pull on the tube. What I want you to do is feel underneath the logo for the tip of the tube and pull on the string. What's happening here is it's causing the compound anchor to collapse and slide out of the sponge. Pro tip number three, soap packets. Always add this to your sponge before you start your shower. You can use more than one packet depending on your flow rate. I suggest one packet for the low flow rate or 2 packets if you select medium and high flow rates. These are just for basic hygiene. The ingredients help you with things like prickly heat, odor, and skin rashes. If you need Seaburn or Decon, then check out our other 2 soap packets and formulations designed for chemicals and to wash off petroleums. Pro tip number 4, power bank. What I want you to do is I want you to check for this small little light, not the bars right here, but this light right there, that small blue light. If it's not on, what I want you to do is hold on to this black button to turn on your battery bank. If it doesn't turn on, what you may want to do is disconnect the USB and then reconnect it to the battery bank in order for the pump to turn on. The Nestout power supply is waterproof only when it's sealed. I want you to make sure that it's fully sealed like this, or in between uses, ensure that you leave the cap on to keep all water out. When you pull this cover off, you may notice the male plug falling out of the cover. This is intentionally loose fitting so that you can always connect this with a different battery bank in case you run out of power with your Nestout battery bank. Make sure your USB port is dry before plugging the pump. Do not submerge the pump or battery bank in water. This paracord is designed to wrap around a water can and to keep your battery bank off the ground. If you cannot hang it, then what you can also use is a Mylar bag and just seal the Mylar bag so that it's protecting your power supply in case you get it shower on top of it or in case it gets wet from a mud puddle. Pro tip number 5, if you think there's something stuck in your pump or there's something going on with the performance of your pump, then you can start purge mode. Step 1 is to disconnect the outlet hose line, start your pump in any flow rate, and then hold down the power button for a couple seconds. It will start purge mode and resume purge mode for 9 seconds. And then once it's done purging, it'll go back to the last flow rate. I do recommend doing purge mode with the outlet tube off, and I also recommend you purge your pump before long-term storage. Pro tip number 6, if you need more sponges, soaps, shelters, or just looking for some spares, you can always scan the QR code on the back of the pump where you can find all the other accessories, And if you need any more information, you can always reach out to us at support@geysersystems.com.